Okay. Now here we have a pH litmus paper where you can show from 0 to 14. From 0 to 14. And when we are provided this as this, which is actually a pH of 7. Okay? This one would be a pH of 7. Huh? pH of 7. So what we want to do now is to test the pH value of citric acid and sulfuric acid, which we have already tested just now, or tasted as sour, right? Or acid as sour. So right now I want you to dip in this, all the 4 colors, into sulfuric acid, which is dilute, dip. Okay, the other way around, yeah. Okay, dip, okay, take it out. Alright, now it has a different color. Now dip into this. Okay, take it out. Okay, now it has got a different color as such. Okay. Now these 2 acids are different colors in nature, and then we want to see what is the pH of citric acid, and we compare here. Can you see the pH of citric acid is something like, which one? Which one do you think it is? Something like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, something like this.
But the last square is very big.
Actually, it should be something like this. Okay? Where the brown is matching. Actually, it's not so red. Maybe something like this in between. Huh? Well, here, this will be a pH of about 4 or 5. Huh? It's about 4 or 5. Okay? This is a pH about 4 or 5. pH of 4 or 5. And this one will be about pH of 0. Can you see?
Yeah.
Huh? pH of 0 or 1. pH of 0 or 1. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? pH of. So you can see that these 2 pH values are different. The one on the left of the camera is pH 1 or 0. The one on the right of the camera is about pH 3 or 4 or 5. Huh? pH 3 or 4 or 5. Actually, it should be about 5 really. Huh? Okay, but somehow the rate appears that. So these are pH paper, which is very different from litmus paper. Litmus paper is blue, and they will turn red. They will turn red in both, and you cannot distinguish which one is which. You cannot distinguish which one is which one. Okay? So blue litmus paper can only tell you that they are both acids. But this one can tell you one has got a higher pH than the other. And this weak acid has got a higher pH. Citric acid is a weak acid compared to sulfuric acid. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now this is seldom seen in school. Why? Because it's very expensive compared to this. Huh? One box of this will cost at least $15. Huh? Well, one box of this will cost maybe $1. So it is so much different. Yeah? Because there's the procedure of making this pH paper is much more complicated than making this.
Is UI expensive?
UI is expensive, yeah, because universal indicator, partly because it is a mixture of algae and lichen. Algae and lichens are plants, colored plants, and then they mix it. So when it's green, then it's pH 7, and when it's not green, either blue or violet, that is basic, or yellow and orange and red, that would be acidic. Yay!